Hey guys, so I am here again today with another video, and today's video, as you could tell from the title, is my July favorites. It is crazy to me to think that the month of July is already essentially over. Like, time has been flying by, and yet at the same time it's been dragging, but more than anything, it's just been flying. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you've not already done that, and leave a comment below telling me what your favorite ice cream is. Yeah, I want to know that. Leave that down in the comments below, and here we go. So this month I don't really have that many beauty favorites. This is more a health and just general life kind of favorites video because I didn't really do much beauty wise in July, believe it or not. But I do have a couple of those, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with those and then move on into the rest of my life kind of stuff. So my first favorite you may have seen in my last video, which was my everyday eye makeup look. I will put that in a card above so that you can go look at that. But this is the Mary Kay Lash Intensity Mascara. I would get up close to show you, but then I'd have to refocus my camera, and you can see it in the video that I did the other day. So this Lash Intensity Mascara is really nice, actually. It's one of my favorite mascaras I've ever used. It's got a giant wand, as I say in the video, almost as big as my eyeball. I mean, it smells like mascara. The only problem that I really have with this mascara is that it's so awkwardly shaped. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like all twisty. Like it's really weird. And there are explicit instructions on the package when you pull it out of like how to hold the wand in your hand. You're supposed to put your thumb over the Mary Kay logo and then twist as you do it, which is not convenient. Like, that doesn't really work. So I wish that they had maybe come up with a better packaging style. But as far as the actual mascara goes, it stays on really well. It doesn't tend to flake off by the end of the day. And this mascara is really nice. I do find that it is quite volumizing. I don't have curly lashes at all. My lashes are very naturally straight, and I don't curl my lashes. So to get volume where they actually kind of give some lift is pretty much a pretty big feat. So I do really enjoy this mascara, and I love that it's made in the USA, and Mary Kay is just a company that I can really get behind. I love the things that they do for women and the opportunities that Mary Kay offers people. I also really love that a lot of Mary Kay products are not tested on animals. And the next favorite is kind of beauty. I don't really know if nail polish is considered beauty, but it is this Maybelline Color Show. This color is Midnight Blue, number 345. I wore it for 14 days in a row, I think, and I did not reapply at all. I think I counted, I went 10 days before I even had the first chip on this nail polish. Now, I did have glitter over it, so that definitely contributed to the fact that it didn't chip for a long time because, well, glitter is impossible to get off. But I was impressed because normally when I do a solid color base with glitter on top, it lasts maybe 3 days longer than normal nail polish before it starts chipping, but this lasted so long before it started chipping. And I have another of this Color Show line from Maybelline, and I remember it wears pretty well, not abnormally long, not abnormally short, just kind of an average wear nail polish. So I don't know if I got like a magic bottle or if it really was just the glitter clinging onto it, but it's a beautiful midnight blue color. I was so excited to find this last month, and then when I was able to wear it for 14 days, I was mind blown. So the next favorite I have is not beauty, but it is health, because it is hand sanitizer. So this is the Pretty in Pink PocketBac from Bath & Body Works, obviously. It's got glitter in it. I don't know if you can tell. It's not very obvious glitter, but this is very much a Barbie PocketBac. Like, if Barbie were a real person, she would have this, and she would use it every single day. I find that first off, it smells just like a cupcake. Like, when you get up real close to it, you can kind of smell the alcohol that's obviously in hand sanitizer, but the overwhelming scent is definitely cupcake. Oh, you can smell it from here. It's so nice. Really makes me hungry for some baked goods, but who isn't hungry for baked goods at all times? Plus, who doesn't like getting rid of germs? Next up, we have something that a lot of people are afraid of, but they shouldn't be because it's amazing and the benefits of this product are huge. that is fish oil. So I've been taking fish oil for about a year now. I started last summer when I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome because I read some studies online that said that fish oil tends to help reduce acne for women with PCOS. Regardless of if this has any benefits for removing acne for me because of PCOS, taking fish oil is such a good proactive thing for anyone to do, but especially women. Because heart disease is one of the #1 killers of women, taking fish oil at a young age and just really starting to think about your heart and taking care of your heart is such a good idea. This fish oil is from Nature Made. I only use Nature Made because it's the brand that is like, well, it's #1 pharmacist recommended, but it's just the brand that I've always heard the most about. Fish oil pills are pretty big. I will show you one. They are very big. I don't even know if you can, there you go. They are huge, but these are like soft gels, so they slide right down. I'm going to get that back in there before it starts to melt. The thing about fish oil, if you buy fish oil and it is not in a dark brown bottle, then you should not have bought that because exposure to light causes fish oil pills to oxidize, which makes them smell bad, taste bad, and eventually they become less effective. So there's your tip about that. But fish oil is just so good for you. You hear things all the time about how we don't get enough omega-3 fatty acids in our diets, and that is so true. I don't eat fish very often or any other things like nuts that are really high in omega-3s. And you're thinking, if you've taken it for a year, why is it in your favorites video this month? And the reason is because I actually ran out of my last bottle at the beginning of this month and kept forgetting to go buy it. And I went about 4 days without fish oil, and by the time I got it back, I was like, yes, I need this fish oil. And that might just be the mental placebo effect of being like, I don't have my fish oil, that's not good for me. But I feel better when I take fish oil. I don't know if it's actually the medical benefits or if it's just because it makes me feel nice, but I love fish oil. Wow, that was basically like a fish oil commercial, y'all. I did not get paid for that. So my next product is this Sensodyne Whitening, Repair, and Protect toothpaste. At the beginning of the month and late last month, I started having some sensitivity when I was eating cold foods or sweet foods, which obviously you're like, well, just don't eat cold foods or sweet foods. But do you know how many cold foods and sweet foods you really eat? It's a lot. I couldn't even really drink water without having pain on this side of my mouth, and I have a dentist appointment soon. But in the meantime, I was like, I need to get some Sensodyne. I've used it in the past. And I went with this one because, well, it had whitening and repair, and I love that. Who doesn't love whitening and repair? In the last few weeks, I've been brushing twice a day with this Sensodyne, and it has truly, honestly helped. I still have some sensitivity, but it's a lot less than I was having, and when I go to the doctor, when I go to the dentist in a few weeks, I think actually maybe next week, I don't even remember when I go to the dentist, but when I go to the dentist, I will be able to say that I'm dropping this. My goodness. When I go to the dentist in a few weeks, I will be able to say that the Sensodyne has helped, and it will just make my appointment go much smoother. Okay, only 2 more favorites remain. So the next to the last one is this Hazelnut Cream Candle from Walmart. It's the Mainstays brand. I used these kind of candles in my cactus jar DIY. My cactus is over there. It is still alive in case you saw that video, and if you did not, I will put a link in the card above. It doesn't smell like Nutella. Like, it smells like hazelnut, but I feel like it's more a maple sugar cinnamon oatmeal plus hazelnut kind of candle. It smells so good, and I love this brand of candles, this type of candles, because of 2 reasons. One, they're like $3.33 at Walmart, at least in my Walmart, and 2, they are made in the USA. And in a time where the USA, specifically Walmart especially, has imports like crazy from other countries where Americans are losing their jobs, I love when I find a product that is made in the USA. I support that. I can get behind that. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm against imports or anything like that. I just think that it's great when I can find a product that can be made in America, that is made in America, and is supporting Americans when we're in a time where Americans can't support themselves. So that's why I say that I love that it's made in the USA. It smells great. It has burned already probably for 20 hours, and there's a glare. There's still quite a bit left on my candle. This is by far the candle that I've been turning to most this month. I'm pretty sure I actually bought it this month too, and I've already almost used it up. but it smells so good, and if you don't have any of these candles, you should buy them. That leads me to my last product, which is not really a product. It is a book. I am rereading The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks for the third time, I think. I read it the first time in middle school, and then once again at the beginning of high school, and then now I'm rereading it. I love this book. I love it a lot more than the movie, but the movie I still enjoy. I was a big Miley Cyrus fan at this time of her life, and I was so excited for her to have this book and movie, so I really love it. I was reading it last night. I started reading it yesterday, actually, so I don't know if that counts. Oh, crap. I didn't put a bookmark in it last night because I was like, oh, I'll remember where I'm at, but I do not remember where I was at. I think I found it. It's a really good book. It's funny because the last time I read it, I was younger than the characters, and I am now a year to 2 years older than them, and I think that that's really funny because my perspective on them and the decisions that they make is so different now. When I was younger, I was like, wow, they're awesome. Ronnie and Will, I can look up to them. I get to be like them one day when I'm 18 years old, and now here I am. I'm like, y'all are crazy. Like, what are you doing? Like, no, you're too young. Stop. I think I'm probably going to end up on a Nicholas Sparks binge before I head back to school. Not necessarily classic books. It's not something that I think that students are going to be reading in college classes in 100 years. But these books are lighthearted to an extent. Obviously, there's some heartache in them. But for the most part, you don't have to overthink anything to read these books. And when you're in a time of life that you just don't want to think about things, Nicholas Sparks is pretty good. So, well, that is everything that I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. But, yeah, I will see you guys again soon, and hopefully you guys will stick around. But until the next time I see you guys, see ya!